So having lost 35 pounds over a 9-month period of 2023 and then putting on 17 pounds over the 12 months that followed, at the beginning of September this year, I embarked on a series of challenges to kick off my health and fitness journey again. And today marks the end of week 1 of my latest challenge, which is basically the countdown to Christmas. 8 weeks till Christmas when I started this challenge. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what went well, what went not so well, how much weight I lost this week, and also at the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing footage, what I look like right now compared to what I looked like at the very beginning of this challenge. And I'll be doing that every single week, sharing that footage with you so that you can see week upon week if there are any visible changes, at what point during this challenge, at what point during weight loss, does it become more visible. Now I know that some of you have joined me on this challenge and I am so grateful for that, because the community here on YouTube is just amazing, and having that, having people to kind of join along with you, I find so motivating. So thank you so much. If you are following along this challenge, drop a comment and let me know how you found this week. You don't have to share weight loss or anything like that. Weight loss doesn't have to be part of your goals as part of this challenge either. It can just be getting out there more, feeling healthier and fitter. So share the highs and the lows with us all. And if you're not on this challenge and you want to get on board, then just start. There's no set start date, but basically what I am doing as part of this challenge is some intermittent fasting. So I'm eating within a slightly reduced eating window, an 8 to 9 hour eating window. And what that looks like for me is usually a later breakfast, and that kind of that's good for my lifestyle anyway, because I have 3 young children ages 6, 4 and 2. So as soon as we're awake, it's all go, trying to get them dressed, trying to get them ready for school and nursery, getting their breakfast, etc. So I have my breakfast once they're all where they need to be, and after I've done any exercise I want to do. So after I get back today, I will have my breakfast, and then I have my dinner early evening when the kids are getting ready for bed. Assuming my husband is home, he usually does bath time, so I can eat then, and then I'm done for the day. And then I'm also counting calories as best as I can, because that I'll talk about that a bit more in this video, but I find that pretty hard when I'm out and about, and in that lead up to Christmas I'm out and about with work a lot more. So I work as a lawyer, and we take clients out a fair bit, which is lovely. It's also hard to know what you're eating, so I can't always count every calorie, but I'm trying, and I'm trying roughly to aim for 1400 calories a day, but I'm pretty lenient with that. So I wouldn't count milk in tea, I don't always count a little bit of butter for cooking or anything like that. So I've adjusted that in terms of what calories I'm counting, and that works well for me because I don't want to weigh everything, I don't want to measure out every single thing. I'm busy mum, busy working mum, so I just want to count the bulk of my calories. So swapping arms, because I'll make and that is basically what I'm doing. Exercise is not vital as part of this particular challenge, but I am aiming to do some run walking. I run walk short intervals, 30-second intervals. So I'll run for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, and I have this interval timer here. So I set that, you can set it for whatever intervals you want. Highly recommend, if you're interested in getting into running, highly recommend run walking. It's called Jeffing. If you look it up, there's this chap called Jeff Galloway who's trying to get people to do shorter intervals of run walking, and I find that I am, if anything, quicker doing this than if I try to run the whole thing, and I'm really enjoying that. So I've been doing that since March of this year, but during my 35 pound weight loss in 2023, all I did was walk. I walked, I did the odd home workout, YouTube workout, but mostly had a young baby at the time, was sicker in the carrier, and I would just walk. So if anything, if you want to do anything, I would start with walking. 100% recommend start with walking. And for me, I feel like exercise for me is a vital component of my health and fitness journey, because when I am doing all the things, as in I'm trying to eat a bit healthier, I'm moving my body a bit, and I'm trying to reduce my calories, then I feel like I'm on that journey properly. Whereas if I drop the exercise element, I feel like I'm not really all in. So last week, what that looked like for me was 2 run walks, because I was very busy and I was just getting back into it following a hip injury where I'd had 3 weeks where I hadn't done any run walking. So this week I'm aiming to up that to 3 run walks, and always say that I'm going to try and do like an at-home weights workout, and so far in the last couple of months it hasn't happened once. So I'm going to set my sights realistic with 3 run walks for this coming week. So how did the last week go? So I felt really good to get back on it, especially with the hip injury and everything, getting back out there. Generally speaking, I've talked about this before, I'm trying, over the past year, I have reduced my intake of ultra processed foods, and I'm trying to be a bit more mindful there as well. I'm not perfect. I absolutely do not have 0 ultra processed foods. I don't think that's realistic for a busy lifestyle, but I feel much better, and I feel better about what I'm giving the kids. So we've sorted out like their breakfast, they're having porridge most mornings, and yeah, so I'm feeling good, I'm feeling much better, like just in that mental headspace of like back on it. I'm trying my hardest, and I think it always takes me a week or 2 to get back into things. So I am very pleased to say that I've lost a pound in this past week, and I was aiming, generally speaking, for a 1 to 2 pound weight loss. Nothing too drastic. I'm being realistic about the fact that I am busy. I do have young kids, and it is coming up to Christmas. How are we in November? But yeah, I went out yesterday with work. We took some people out for lunch, and I think it's the first time since like the beginning of September, when I've been trying to get back on it, that I have really thought to myself, like, come on, when you're out, you're not off. This is, you're still on your health and fitness journey. And I'm really like challenging myself to think about that in terms of what I chose to eat. So I chose 2 fish courses. We had a starter and a main, and I chose 2 fish courses, and I really love fish, and this was a delicious meal. And I was mindful about my sides, had lots of broccoli, I had a few chips as well, but overall I think it was a much healthier dish. And I tell you what, I just felt better. I didn't feel like all like weighed down with food, and yeah, I'm really pleased. So swapping arms again. So I'm managing a bit more. I definitely could have made better choices. So that was like one of my key takeaways from this past week. It was like we went out fireworks night on Saturday. I know it's not fireworks night proper, but you know, it was our local display. And we were out and about a lot in the day as well, rushing around. Kids wanted pancakes for breakfast. I had a pancake, and then I had a second one. I would normally just have one. I just felt like that whole day was a little bit off Saturday for me. I think because we were rushing, because I had, again, I was in that headspace of like, it's a day off, and I really need to be a bit more mindful. Like, yes, I can have a pancake with my kids, because when I'm eating like with them, making something with them, like I don't want them to see me not joining in. I don't want them to be aware that I'm trying to lose weight. I just want the focus to be health, fitness. I want them to grow up with a very positive mindset when it comes to what they're eating, how they move their bodies, etc., how they look. Growing up, I grew up in a household where, you know, Weight Watchers magazine and the Slimming World magazine was purchased every single month, and I used to read it as a kid, and I was very influenced by the dieting industry. And I do not believe in diets in the sense of, you know, the Slimming World and everything. For me, I've tried them all. I've documented some on this channel, and I feel like they get me in a really negative mindset about myself, about my health, about my overall like body image. And for me, I want to do this in a sensible way. So yes, I do want to lose weight, and I do think it's important for my health that I lose a little bit of weight. But I want to do that in a sensible way, and I don't believe that we need to pay loads of money to companies to make that happen. So but what that means for me with my kids is that you know, I want to join in, but then I can also make sensible choices, and I could talk to them about that. And I just need that bit of a reminder, really, that I didn't need to, you know, have all the pancakes and had an ice cream in the evening. I could have done that. I could have just shared one with my youngest, because she never manages a whole one anyway. Like, there are ways of just having it and being more mindful. So I need to think about that a bit more. There's like, it's super cool. Is this weird? Is this like me in my 40s? This super cool mushroom. Can I show you this mushroom? This is probably weird. Do you think that's weird? It looks a bit weird. Anyway, last week it was like a rainbow. This week it's a mushroom. maybe this will become a theme of my videos, that I shall find random things to show you in the background. But yes, I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. Moving my body a bit more, getting back on it with the meals. I'm still doing a HelloFresh delivery of 3 meals a week for me and my husband. And I think there's time. It's coming up to time to phase it out. But also, I feel like it's time to phase it out. And then it's also coming up to Christmas, which is a super busy time. So I have seen a couple of videos where people are talking about like mistreatment of employees at HelloFresh. Have you seen anything about this? I need to like research it properly and see like what is behind it. And you know, if there's substance to it, I think we absolutely 100% need to think about whether we continue with HelloFresh, because I do not want to support a company that doesn't treat their employees well. And I think, you know, that's also going to be difficult for us to determine. It's not for us to determine. It's a case of like, are we satisfied that we continue, or are we satisfied that there's enough rumour out there about their treatment of their staff that we need to rethink this. So that might be the decider here. But it's for now. Had a delivery yesterday, got our HelloFresh delivery in for this week. So that is making life a little bit easier, but I'm also coming up with some ideas for some recipes going forward. So yeah, feeling good, feeling positive. How are you feeling? And what are your goals for the end of this year? And are you going to join us in this challenge? 7 weeks now until Christmas week. Plenty of time to get on board and feel good and still enjoy yourself and still go out, because I still am, like 100%. I am not becoming a hermit. I am not cancelling things with my friends. I am out with work, I'm out with my friends, I'm out with my family, and I am just trying to make better, healthier choices and, you know, get the dial moving in the right direction. So I will insert here some footage of me at the beginning of this particular challenge and this week. I'm not expecting there to be a discernible difference at this point, but give it, you know, 3-4 weeks and hopefully you'll be messaging and saying, I can see it. So let's see, how long does it take to really see it? And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.